Hey, hey, Warrior Saints. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful Father's Day yesterday and that you were either celebrating a wonderful father or were a wonderful father being celebrated or were a father to be, a godfather, a grandfather, any kind of father, uncles, anything. We all have that role. It struck me today while I was outside. We were doing some yard work outside and my daughter was out there playing because both my wife and I were out there, and she had this little ball that she was playing with, and I just, not even thinking, took the ball, threw it against the wall. It ricocheted off the wall and bounced back, and she thought that it was the most cool thing that she had ever seen because she never saw something like that. And it hit me in that moment, like, we as fathers are teaching our children, and it's a completely clean slate. Like, there are things that we take for granted that people just know, but our kids do not know them yet, and they need to be taught those things, and they need to be taught what's going on, and they need to be shown how these things work. They need to be shown how the world works, how the world functions, how things go, because otherwise they're not going to find out, or will default into this mentality that it takes a village. And in that mentality of it takes a village, because we've all heard this phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. Other people will teach our children how the world works. We'll teach them their outlook, their worldview, and what's going on. We can leave it to chance, and we can leave it to that. Or we can recognize that it is our responsibility as fathers, that we are teaching them. And the way that we teach them is first and foremost through spending time with them and being with them, being present with them. When we are with our children, we have so many opportunities to share with them what is going on. So let's not negate that responsibility to spend time with our children, because they, just like we hear in the Proverbs, they hear the same call, and I'm going to pop it on the screen. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and reject not your mother's teaching, for they are a fair garland for your head, pendants for your neck. The teaching that we give to our children, the responsibility that we have to teach them, whether it's through spending time with them and teaching them things both overtly and also passively teaching, which we'll talk about more later in this week, because I think we're going to spend a lot of time on this fatherhood and what the role is of fathers to make sure that they're doing these things. Whether it's through that time spent and overt or passively teaching our kids different things, or it's just as simple as throwing a ball against the wall, teaching our children that means that ball is going to ricochet and they can have a lot of fun playing that. It is our job to teach our kids. And we start with those small building blocks, but it grows. And ultimately, we need to teach them the crucifixional life. And that's precisely, what we're here to help you with. Is we want you to be able to teach your kids how to live that crucifixional life. So in order to do that, we ourselves have to learn what that means. We ourselves have to know what it means to live that crucifixional life and figure out how to make that happen, how to get it done, and how to do those things. So I encourage you, visit us, warriorsaints.org. Get on the way of the warrior saint. We'll be back tomorrow as we continue our week talking about fatherhood. Look forward to seeing you then. Keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.